Alrighty, Doc here from North America. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. And not only that, we've got our WhatsApp up again. Hooray for us. Let's just double check the sound. Yep, there it is. Okay, we got the sound. So, they gave us the half a percentage point yesterday. Stock market sold off from it. It rallied first, up about 400 points on the Dow, and then sold off. And then today, in the, I guess it would be, let's take a look and see. I think it was like the Asian hours. Maybe it was even Europe. They took the stock market up. Let's go back over to that. You see the dollar index there. Dollar index is still moving down. It's, 6 days right there. See the pressure on it right there. And, in the, let's fix this a little bit here. You see we've been in, there's 6 days right there on the algorithm. And you can see we're in the weekly sell. It climbed into the weekly buy and then back into the sell again. It's been in a long sell and tried to rally up from that move there and fell apart. And you can see here on the old platform, it still reflects 10 because it never showed us that buy signal. It just, the beta is just so much more sensitive, picks up more squiggles, gives you a few more extra trades in the right side, no less, which is pretty cool. All right, and so where was I heading? Oh, yes, let's go check out the intraday right there, and then see how it treated the, let's go like that. There it is. And so you can see here, this is last night, this is midnight United States time. This is the Asian hours basically, right? And here it's, unfortunately, since quantitative easing and the crash of the economy of the planet, pretty much all the economies collapsed back in 2008, welcoming Mr. Obama into the presidency, which has been very unique in its own way. You can see the economies all got crushed back a long time ago, and since then there's not much action between here. There's basically, this is the European hours right here. There is the end of the US hours right, where's it at? Right here. So the Asian hours right there, Tokyo and so forth, and let's see, 15, so that would be 4 o'clock, and it's 3 hours later, 3.5 hours later for 4 o'clock, that's 7.5, that's Tokyo right there. This one right here is Hong Kong and Singapore and, things like that, and not Singapore, Shanghai and all like that. So that's the Asian hours right here. Let's put a big circle around that, or a square. Square is just as good. That's basically the the Asian hours right there. So they lift it up. That's Tokyo right there. They reach for it. They sell it off in Tokyo, which is interesting. And then I guess it's like an hour later, Shanghai gets going. There's the Shanghai move. And then it's been pretty much steady in there. Then you can see here's the European hours right here. There's 2:30 our time, Eastern Standard Time, AM, which is basically, Frankfurt and Amsterdam and Milan and Spain and, Paris and London. They're all the European markets get rolling along. And so that's where we're at there. And then you can see right here at 6, I guess it's like right here, our hedge funds get going. Right here, this is where our hedge funds get going. They try to take it up a little bit. It's sideways here. I would think we might see a back and fill back to the 5,740. This is the S&P 500 futures contract, and that's what I think we may see. But it'll take. Remember, right here, where's it at? Right there, out there somewhere around here. They're not showing way out, but when they do, the next hour is the U.S. Open. United States markets physically open on the exchange floor, which is a different margin compared to the 6 o'clock AM, which is our hedge funds, which and our our mutual funds and so forth get rolling along, buying in the over-the-counter market. So they start making some markets and offering some really good prices, hoping that someone will take it from them. And that's usually the way that works there. And so we'll see. This has been basically, so this is like, we can actually like say, just for fun of it, this is the Asian hour. And then let's just show it to you one more time that this is the European. I know the mouse is around here somewhere. There it is, right there. There we go. And then, come on, mouse. And then this is the European hours right there. And then right here, right around here, there it is. Right here is the U.S. hours start. Right there on that incline. Why don't we just put a line in there? This is basically when the United States starts to trade in the early hours. The pre-market, we call it. And so that you can see here, the U.S. is stalled out. Now, what's interesting is you did see, this is the European hours right here in the big circly thing. I think that's it. No, actually, it's back further. Something like that, right in there. Let's see if we can do this. There we are. So this has been the European hours, which is not bad. It's basically increased from the 570 up to the 5740 to the 5770 area. And then you can see the U.S. participation right there, a little strength, and then they sold it off. It's back down in there. We'll see. I think it wants to roll over. I think it does. I don't think they're very happy about the half. I think they're concerned about the half. A lot of it looked political. Not making a lot of managers happy. They're probably low. They've probably done what they have to do not to get sued by their investors, and so they added to it. I'm sure in those manifestos of their incorporations, there's a feedback concept of what if interest rates drop and inflation is flat? What if interest rates drop and inflation is gaining? In other words, there's, and that's how they get sued if they don't follow what they said, unless there's some leeway there, So, and if you want me to explain that deeper, I will. But it's part of the financial game here in the United States, and fortunately, my son works on that side now. He used to work for J.P. Morgan Chase, and now he works for a law firm for the what they call it, the portfolio team. That's what they call it, the portfolio team. And so he has an economics degree, and they combine economics with lawfare. Very fascinating. Anyhow, that's where we're at. Let's go back to doodly-doo-doo. Right back to the, there it is right there. That's the dollar index. And so it anticipated this big interest rate cut. It came. We've been at, what's this, 3, 6, and 4 is 10. So something like 11 out of the last 12 weeks it's been in a weekly sell. This really had them confused because there was a lot of feeling there that there was going to be a 0.25% move. And you can see here the daily's done a fine job. And there's like that, move it over so you can see that. And if you would like to try our platform, here we are right there, Chicago Quant Technologies. There we go. Da, 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 da. All right. So from there, let's go take a look at the euro this morning. All right, and there we are on the euro. See, it's establishing its connection. Last I looked, the euro, it was interesting. I think they took the euro down. It was rallied all morning. It was showing lots of strength. There's the great experiment. Let's go over to here. There's a euro. Yeah, they had that yesterday. They lifted it up, and then it seemed to fail, which was curious. And then today, you can see they knocked it down even more, and then in the overnight, and then basically started to bring it back up again. You can see that it's still in that buy now, going on a fifth day. You can see it here on the spreadsheet. Let's see, where can you see it on the spreadsheet? Right there. So you can see it right there. 5 days in a buy, and you can see it's holding on by chin, real thin hair, and then a daily buy. It's been in that long adventure on the weekly. You see it's been in that weekly buy since the 108-ish area. And here we are at what's the high? 111.89. 1.1189. So we'll see. Do they believe? Do they believe this helps? Does this, does money believe this hurts? It's a combination of all of it at this point. Do they believe? That'll be the bigger question. Do they believe? I don't know. I think the election has everything tangled up in every which way. It's just, how can you, what can you say? How much more can I say than what I've already said? That's the thing. It's I've said as much as I can basically say. There's not much more that can be said. Let's put it that way. It's definitely, it would be like beating a dead horse at this point, honestly. It's just like no reason to push on it any more than what it has already. That is, we'll wait. We've got November 5th, I guess it is. So here we are, September 19th. So we're sliding into a month and a half away at this point. Not even, 45, 46 days, something like that. All right, over there we go check out cable. And there's cable. Cable is showing much more strength out of it. You can see this is 6th day with no problem. You can see it jumped into that weekly buy in the where was that at? That was at the 129 area, 130 area. 129.89, something like that. Let's try that one more time. Right in there, 129.46, I don't know, something like that. And then you can see here we are now trading at 132.52 live at the moment, right there. Quiet morning. Giannis, you out there? See, I texted you yesterday. Back up. We're back up. All right. What's up? There we go, right there. You see the inflation fighters having a little pain this morning. Why are they selling Swiss and buying dollars? Curious. You see, it's been in that long adventure. See, let me take a cough drop. First cough drop of the day. I love that. That's it. Excuse me. Because we're doing a lot of talking, I've been fighting this, I guess, nasal stuff. But anyway, I feel better today. And you can see right there, I highlighted on line 44 of the spreadsheet. Right here. See it right there on the spreadsheet. Swiss is 16 weeks in a sell, which means they're basically buying, Swiss, not selling Swiss versus dollar. been in that weekly sell since up in here in the what is that? That is the 91-ish area. 91. How about that? And we've gone down to the 84 area. We see it a real challenge. Let's put it this way: we've been down to that 84 now, 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Maybe they break it. They could break into that low 83s, high 82s. Maybe that's about. I don't think there's much more room, unless there's some real dollar problems. What else can we say about it? You can say, a little surprise of the push up, but then someone's got to take a profit. If you don't take a profit when you're making money, next time you're getting out of your position, you're losing. So, and then from there, the yen. Let's see what the yen did. It's a third day in a buy, which is not a good thing because when the yen goes up, the dollar is gaining against it. Now that we can go to our quants almost at will now. We love this. We love this. We do. Let's see, where is it at? Let's find the Nikkei. There's the Nikkei. We'll put that up on the screen right there. And you see the Nikkei is 3 weeks in a sell. There it is right there. 3 weeks in a sell. There's 1 week. There's 2 weeks. There's 3 weeks. It went into the sell up in here and dropped down. And let's get that daily over more. Like so. And you can see there the daily has been in a sell. Did it even get into a buy there? That's a minus. That's a minus. That's a minus. So I guess it must have gotten a buy right there for that action. There's the 11th. There's the 9th. So back in here it went into the buy right there and bounced back and forth for a while. And now it's lifting up and giving us some red dots. We'll have to get the dots. One thing we're not happy with yet, we don't think yet, we're back testing it and learning. That's why we won't charge you to use the platform for a while. Because we're experimenting with it. We'll clean up those dots, get those dots working the way they do on the other platform. But you can see here, let's see if we can widen this chart size. See if it makes it bigger. So you can see there. Goes into the cell there. Stays in the cell until there. Just one day pop up, but green dots keep it in the buy, and it still pops up, and still there. And now we're in the minus there. Let's what with this thing? Let's just give this a refresh. See if that helps any. Try and change the color. See if it'll help out a little bit more. It does help a little bit. I mean, you can see. Let's give it a spin one more time too. And so you can see it was in the plus there. Let's move it over. So there's the. Let's see what that is. That's the cell right there on the second. And there is the second right there. Goes into the cell right there. That's why we have it like this now. I don't have to draw lines in like I used to. You can just do it yourself. You can read it, recycle it. If it has a problem up here, you just go to the recycle button. And you can see it jumped into the buy there on the 8th. Right there. Is it the 8th? Oh, 09. What is that? That is 099. Oh, that's right. We're looking at Nikkei. So it does show some weird things going on. So it jumps into the buy, tries to hold on all the way up until right there, the 17th. There's the 17th right there. Right there's the 17th, there's the 17th. And there is the 19th, and there's the 19th right there. We're still in the sell. Oh, that's the 18th. It's not showing us what's going on here. There's the 17th. There's the... Okay, I guess because it's the Nikkei. It's being a little weird. Oh, I know what it was. They were closed on Monday. That's what it was. They were closed on Monday for the moon. You know, the harvest moon, full moon, silver moon, something like that. Some of the Asian markets are a little tumbly like that. But overall, it shows up-to-date stuff all the time. It's just sometimes it has the dates a little wrong when they close their exchanges. So, where was I at? Oh, yes. So we were looking at the Nikkei. Let's go back to that Nikkei again. Nikkei. Right there. There we are. So that's the action there, and you can see the what do you call it? The yen at the same time right there. You know, showing that weakness, and the stock market was showing us weakness. And then the 18th, 19th, and then yesterday they actually popped it from the news. I guess today, last night they closed it up. Let me just show it to you again. Yeah, so they got excited. But we're still in a weekly sell. So it's basically don't take the trade. We'll wait and see ourselves too at the same time. In other words, it's a neutral position with it plus and in a weekly sell. A daily and a plus and a weekly and a sell. It's a neutral position. Be neutral if you have positions on and you're long, then you can sell calls against it. That's what makes you neutral. All right, now from there, we go over to the great experiment again. And you see there, they pushed it up yesterday. Showing that kind of strength there again, 4 days in a buy, 19 weeks in a buy. Right there, 19 weeks in a buy on the spreadsheet. The pressure is on. The pressure is on. All right, and then from there, we go over to the South African Rand. And there is that. There he goes, right there. There's the four days in a buy, and 19 weeks in a buy. All the way back here, since the what is that? The 34.88 area, 34.60, no, 34.97, something like that. So, you know, it's going about 5 points up, which is really vicious. 500 points up, I guess you could say. 5,000 points. I don't even know how to count this anymore. I guess it's 500 points. And then from there, we go over to the South African Rand, which was banging on that, you know, surface, you know, for a bunch of days. And there it is right there. Still banging against it. We have the box in there. And we saw a really wild swing. Let's show you what gold did. Gold was really wild. They're showing that the bond interest rates are rising, not declining. So it was built into the market. That's one of the. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to thread it up on here. Let me go find that. Here we are. There we are. So the short term dropped a quarter at best. But here's gold. So gold at one point was pushing through the buy here this morning. Now it's starting to roll over again. We've been in that weekly buy since back in the 2400 area, 2425 area, something like that. So 2450 area, if you want to call it that, even. And you see we've gotten up to the 2600 area now from it. Now over on looking at the bonds, just a good example of how we're seen to be having issues with the metals complex here. Remove that now, and go like that, and go like that, and go like that. Let's save that while we're here. There it is. Yes. All right, now let's go check out over here. And this is the bonds. So here is, you can see here, like, you know, what's that? That's 1 month right here. See the 1 month right there? Let's see, we'll use this mouse instead. So you see the 1 month right here is actually up. Interest rates are up, not down, after lowering it a half. Now the 2 month is down 0.14, barely moving. It should be 5.0. They lowered it at 5.0. Notice none of them. And then when you get out to 1 year, the interest rates have risen, not gone down from yesterday's news. That's the disappointing thing. See that right there? Europeans are the same way this morning. There's Germany. Interest rates are rising from lowering interest rates on the Federal Reserve. Same thing here in the UK. And let me see if we can see who else. There's Italy. Where's Italy? I just clicked. Oh, there it is. Italy, the front end months of 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, 5 year, and 6 year, and 7 year did move down a little bit, but nowhere near in proportion. So it was already built into the prices. You can see 9, 10, and 15 and 30 year are up just a little. Nothing major. And France, let's see what France did. There's France. Almost all the interest rates are up this morning in France except for the 1 year. And then let's see what Brazil looks like. Unchanged. 9 month is at 11.5%, and the 1 year is at above 11.5%. So interesting. All right. Just a little education on what's going on across the planet there. Howdy. All right, now I reckon we will run over to, where do we go from here? Let's go take a look at silver. And here is silver. Silver is doing the same thing this morning. It was showing some strength and still is. Look at that. See, that's not letting go. But gold sold off. Interesting. Just look at gold one more time. One more time. And you can see here it's pressed down. I don't know. It's only touching the manifold. Here it is Thursday. More than likely we will survive the week in a weekly buy. Then we take a look at copper. The gold of China. You can see that's not letting go. It's not really climbing that much. You know, it's playing in the 400 to 440 area, basically, or 460 area over the last 3 months. There's all of July, there's all of August, and now we are halfway through October. Rocktober. So you can see there, big move there today. Let's go take a look at the Shanghai. I think I've seen it up a little bit the last couple of days. Yeah, Shanghai's been up for the last couple of days. Pushed into the buy finally. Let's go like that. Like that, right there. Now, I think they were closed somewhere along the line. There's 17th. There's the 12th. Yeah, they were closed for a couple days. They were closed like last Friday, and I'm not sure what else was going on there. You see the weekly is still 4 weeks in a sell. Like that. Bingo. Weekly sells since back in here. up in this area there. I guess 1, 2, 3, 4. Something was right around in this area there. And at the same time, a lot of selling going on, and finally they're trying to lift it up a little bit. And we are in the where are we at now in this situation? You see here, we are flirting with the low today was 26.97. It settled at 27.36. That's a pretty good move. So they had a good little pop there today. Poor thing has been sliding down for a long while. I mean, we were back in the weekly sell somewhere around, and let's give this a resync. Whenever it doesn't show you the date clearly, just resync it and it'll straighten it out. There we are. So it shows us a weekly sell on July 26th. So it's been in that weekly sell since July 26th, like right around in here. Went into the weekly sell that week right there. So it's fallen from, where's that? 2,870. Well, the high was that day was 28.99, and we've gone all the way down to 26.97. So is that right? 26.97, 26.89, 26.89, 26.90, something like that. It's been a pretty tough slide. All right, now what else we got going on here? Now we go with, let's see, that's copper. Let's go take a look at platinum. There's platinum. See, the platinum is lifting up today. Actually, we got a green and a red, so that never really got into the sell. Remove that. And so, cancel. And so we're still in that buy from back in here, right there, from the 90, let's say 960 area. We've traded above 9. It was at 1,009, 1,008.8, and for the product in general, it's been kind of different. Let's say. Excuse me. I want to go back over to the intraday for a second. Yeah, see, they're bringing it down. We're down to 66 now, putting more pressure on the market. And you can see it, all the sell going on the intraday. So, righty. Let's go back to. Let's put it back where it belongs. And this is the Russell over here. I'll show you what the Russell's doing. Russell's doing the same thing. It's been selling down from the 305 area. We're down to 2,280. It's a 25-point drop. And then, like obviously when we go and do the S&P 500, right there, same situation. We were up at the 5,000. What is that? That must be it right there. 5,080. 5,000, yeah, basically 5,779, and now we're at we're only 13 points down there, so they're not really selling down the stock markets per se. All right, let's get back to the metals complex right there, and there's platinum. As we said, it's still doing a nice little thing. We don't even need to do that. We can remove that. Matter of fact, we should probably add the platinum. We'll probably put the platinum. You hear? If you're listening to me, Robin. Platinum's going to go up on the platform too today. We'll put platinum up there and natural gas and copper. We'll put all three of those up there. There we go. All right. Now from, let's see, where are we at here? So from platinum, let's go over to, let's see, let's go to natural crude oil. There's crude oil, November crude oil. You see it's lifting up. It's been that way for 5 days now in the buy, and we're flirting. Isn't that nice? We're flirting with the weekly buy number. And I guess there's a concern. I heard a concern too. I heard something in the news just recently. It was like, whoa, really? And it's like, yeah. And I was like, okay. So there's a feeling that they're going to be buying more oil again. You know, there's pressure on the upside, which obviously is not exactly what we're really hoping for, but it seems to be there. Excuse me. Take a sip of water. I didn't make my tea this morning. Oh, that feels good. So, then when it comes to where is it? There it is, right there. When it comes to the energy sector, there is a lot of pressure on it. We've dipped down. You can see we got down to 65, just dropped below 65 no more than 10 days ago. 2, 4, 6, 8 days ago. 8 days ago. And, now we are basically, at that same situation where they're lifting it up. And let's go check out. Let's see, what's the next one we should go check out? Oh, let's take a look at Brent. Let's go over and find the Brent. And we'll go from there. There we are. Let's find the Brent. Let's see. There we are. All right. Brent. Let me go. Oh, it's right. I'm on the wrong screen for Brent. Let's find Brent. Okay, there we are. Let me find it first, and I'll switch you over to it now. Anyway, watch me peck and paw my way around in there. Okay, Brent. BR. Now we have that energy company from Spain. I think that might be it. I'll have to double check that. BR. There it is. BZ. I'm sorry, BZ. Let's see if we can get a spinny thing going on that. There it comes. There's Brent. You see, Brent has been doing that same thing. Move it over to match the algorithm. You see, same thing as the crude oil. It's been in a daily buy since right there. The 13th. Yeah, I think it's the 13th. Yep. There's the 13th right there, and it's, it's still in a weekly sell, which is a little surprising. Now let's see how. Let's go back and look at. I see. There it is, right there. Let's see what crude looks like. Same situation. We went into the buy on the 13th. Yeah, same as Brent, and we're still climbing. So still climbing up. It's not showing us it's not the best of times, in the sense of the crude oil, but it's trying to get in there, and it's in a daily buy, and it's battling hard to get into, like right now on our crude. The November contract is a -3. It was a few seconds ago. It was like flat. It's very close, flirting with that buy signal. All right, and then from there, that's the Brent and the crude. Let's check out what else we got going on these things here. I'm trying to think what next thing we. Oh, heating oil. Do we have? I'm sure we have the heating oil in here. Let's see if we do. There's copper. There's natural gas. Where's the heating oil in this thing? HO, right? We don't. So we'll have to add the heating oil too. So let's put you up on the other screen again and show you what heating oil is doing. I think it's in a buy for a couple of days now. Right there. There it is. Yeah, 3 days in a buy, but still in that weekly sell. It's not exactly trying to get into the lift off either, which is curious. Let's see. See what that would be. That'd be X. There it is. There it is. Let's see if we can put the heating oil in there too. That should be interesting. All right. What do we do? Just got a text. Add a product. I'm going to put heating oil in there too. Let's see who texted me. Okay, we can answer to that one. All right, and let's put the heating oil into the system, and we'll be able to see. You can see it up on the other platform, and you can see it's trying. Now I'm really curious to see how it looks on the new system there. Access. Let's see. Let's give that access and platinum access. And natural gas access and heating oil access. Excellent. All right, now let's go over here and do it one more time, and we're going to throw it up on the platform. This is really cool. Access, 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 and access. All right, now we go like that. We go over to here, and we're going to show you what heating oil looks like on our new beta. Beta. Right there, and there it is. And there it is right there. You see that same strength. Actually, it's in a daily buy. Yeah, no, just a couple days. Okay. And it's battling its way. It's been in a weekly sell for a while. Interesting. And then, let's see. What else is there? Natural gas. Let's see what natural gas looks like. There's natural gas. There's right there. You see 3 days in a sell. And you can see the weekly is 3 weeks in a buy. And let's see how it is on the other platform. Same situation, 3 weeks in a buy and 3 days in a sell. Cool. All right. That's the natural gas. Let me think now. What was that Spanish company? We'll find it in a second. I think that's it right there. This gives us a better idea what's going on in Europe. You can see 3 days in a sell with natural gas. You can see 4 days right there. Yep. And at the same time, you can see 2 full weeks in a weekly sell. So this is that Spanish company that we're following now. And what else can we say? And if Janos, if you remember the name of that one you had on Ducascopy, send it over to me through the what do you call it, the WhatsApp, because that would be cool. I'd love to have both of them now that we have the power to do that type of thing. Yeah. There we are. All right, now, what else we got brewing here? We've looked at the energies in Europe through Spain. We've looked at natural gas in the States. And we've seen, what else have we seen? We've seen, oh, you know what I want to see? Let's just jump back to the copper now that I have copper in the system. Let's see what that looks like. There it comes. There we go. Here comes copper. Yeah, copper is looking very runnerish. Fits the spreadsheet. Now, this is interesting. The last 2 weeks we were in a sell, but this week it joined in with the weekly buy. How about that? That's cool, huh? So, up until right here, and we went to the weekly buy right there, and at the same time, there it goes. Interesting. It's been a wishy-washy product in many ways. It was funny to listen to Goldman Sachs actually apologize for predicting a copper rally, and it failed. And they were pretty adamant, pretty aggressive about the idea of, we're sorry, we were wrong. It's like, oh, okay. Since when does a brokerage house apologize for stuff like that? I don't know. Yep, everything's in there now. Platinum, copper, everything. Heating oil. I actually put the November heating oil into it, and I think I'll switch to gas. So you can tell Reese, he can tune in. You can see the crude oil and so forth. If he signs up, you'll be able to see it on his machine. All right. What else can we do? Where are we at here? We got about 5, 6. We got 7, 8 minutes now still. Let's go take a look at around the world. I always get a kick out of that. I do enjoy looking around the world. Let's go see what they're doing in South Korea this morning. Or last night, I guess you could say. Where's the Kospi? Right there. There's the Kospi. And you can see right there. There it is. And there's the weekly. It's still in a weekly sell. And in a daily buy for the last couple of days. So it's been telling you down in here, don't take too much of a risk. Interesting. Went into that buy there. It's been in a buy since from there up. Let's see what else we got going on here. Let's take a look at Taiwan. See what Taiwan is up to. Taiwan, right there. Here comes Taiwan. And Taiwan is pretty happy too. It's launching itself up today. Wonder if they had were they closed on the 12th? So there's an 11th trade, 12, but no 13. No, they did. They were open on the 13th. They were open on Sunday, Monday. They go 16 to 18. I think they did things on Monday or something like that. And so a little surprising. Nothing major, but a little surprising. Stock market's lifting back up again too. Show you what's going on there. When we showed you it was down to 60 something, fell down to 63, and it launched. We got 11 minutes to the U.S. Open, so you can see that turn up. So they're trying to be prepared for. It must be a lot of buying off the opening in New York, From Taiwan. Go over to. We saw Shanghai. Shanghai was up. And let's go see what. See, we'll just give you a quick look at Shanghai again, right there. Here's Shanghai. You can see they lifted it up for the last 2 days, 18th and 19th. And you can see. Let's just give this a recycle. Yeah, see that's up on yesterday, so it's been in a buy for 2 days. And I think because there's Monday is 17, 18, and 19. What's that? Is that 16? That's 12. So, I don't know. Something's odd about the dates in there, but there's no Friday. And you can see the weekly still cruising along. Let's see what the Singapore Straits Times, which has been on a rampage. STI. Right there, you see that? Look at that. It's taking out highs all over the place. Been in a daily buy. Look at that. Pretty much almost since the end of July, mid-July, July what? July 11th. It's been in a buy, and that dipped down, which is interesting. It didn't pick up on that at all. That's very interesting. Look at that. It went into the sell. We got all those red dots. Oh my God! No, I got it all wrong. Sorry about that, traders. I was confused there for a second. There it is. So yeah, it went into the sell there. And then that is, let's give it a recycle. Get that straightened out there. That's better. So it's been in the buy since August 11th. And there is August 11th right there. That's the 8th. There's the 12th. There's the 11th and the 12th. The 7th. Here's the 7th. And then there it is. So it's been in the buy since right there. And it stayed in the buy pretty much this whole mad run. You had one little dip, but it was green dot. Like I said, we're going to get that straightened out. But overall, it's giving us a pretty truthful thing. And it's been in a weekly buy since August 23rd. Yeah, see, July would be 7th, so 23rd. Right in here. Went into the weekly buy right there. That week right there. Oh, it's the end of that week. That's what it is. So the beginning of the week. So it could have been in the buy right there. Since this generates it faster than even our other platform. So that's the end of the week, the 23rd. So went into the weekly buy somewhere around in there. Right around in here. There's the rampage. And the daily kept you protected from right there. The 7th, actually. There's the 7th. No. So the next week, right in there, the 8th. All right. What else we got here? Singapore. Jakarta? Does anybody care? Let's go jump from Jakarta since we're running out of time. Let's show you the DAX. I'm sure they're rampaging that right now. Where are you, DAX? I just like the idea how much we can get very close to looking at these things. DAX. Where are you, DAX? The DAX around here somewhere. Where are you, DAX? I know we have the DAX on here somewhere. I thought it's up at the top. DAX, come on, DAX, jump out. We may have to break this down into like 2 pages. There's the DAX right there. And the DAX, they're launching it today. You can see that there. It's been 5 days in a buy. And you can see it's been in a weekly buy throughout all this, all the way back in here on the 23rd. Well, that seems to be pretty clear. Let's see what the FTSE's doing this morning. FTSE. There's the FTSE. Same thing, lots of strength, and yesterday they sold it down after, well, they didn't know the news yesterday. You can see here it's trying. And it's still in a weekly sell. That's curious. Isn't that interesting? Let's see. Do we have the socks? Do we have any socks on here? Socks 50? No, I don't see the socks 50. We'll have to put that in there. We'll have to hunt that down. Let's see what they're doing to Saudi Arabia's oil stock. Doesn't want to update. Not sure what the malfunction is, but we'll just go back. And let's see what else is there. Anything else we can do? I think that's Chile. That's the Chile index, but they're not really showing much to it. That's the odd part about it all. Not a lot of data. All right. I guess we're out of here, traders. This is Doc. See how Apple closed. Just a quick one here. This is Doc from North America. There's yesterday's up move, and it's in the buy for a few days. And it's been in a weekly sell for 3 weeks, having its problems. That's why it's been going sideways down. All right. Titus. It seems to be, I'm not too confident, but I think they're definitely going to show lots of strength all the way through the European market. The bigger question is, where is it at, 1:32 in the afternoon? That's the bigger question. I get a feeling that I think they're going to try to drive it back down into the 5,745 area, 50 area. I think it'll be up for the day, but off the highs. I think that's how it's going to be. All right, Titus, we will catch you later. This is Doc from North America saying tomorrow is TGIF. So, happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you, to all our trading friends. All right, traders, catch you all on the flip side. This is Doc saying arrivederci. Ta-ta.